Jocelyn Jose, who is the India head for Vilcap Investments. We would like to thank our jury members once again for taking the time to join us today. Now, getting into today's competition, let's start with round one. These are the 6 enterprises going head-to-head in round one knockouts. Take some time to familiarize yourself with the order. And now we'll announce our first knockout pair. Our first knockout pair is Exampur versus GVTAM. I would just like to remind all teams to present in full screen mode if you can. And Exampur, if you're ready, you're welcome to start your presentation. You have 5 minutes to do so.
Right. I'll just go ahead now. My share screen visible to everyone?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Should I go ahead?
Yes, please begin.
So online education today is seeing the best time of the decade, I would say. But this is not the best part of it. The best part is the more we are diving into it, the more results it is generating for us. Then what is the problem like? Today we have more than 10,000 plus. If we just consider 100 top exams in India, I'll be talking about India right now. If we just consider the 100 top exams of India, more than 10,000 educators are influencing or teaching students independently on their social media profiles. But what the problem is, they are not institutionalizing it. They are not able to monetize it. Then how we come into the picture, and what is the solution? The solution is that we should institutionalize these social media profiles or social media influencers first, so that they can teach in a way that an institution does. No one pays lakh of rupees to a single educator, but an institution, people pay thousands and lakhs to the institutions who are giving a one-stop solution to the student for a particular exam, providing them technical infrastructure, providing them a sales and support team to back them up. And obviously all this requires a share of capital to let the institution stand first. Coupling all these 4 facilities along with the educators, we can actually create an ecosystem for the student and the educators, which will help the student to clear the exams and in turn generate revenue for them. Today, what is the market size? Today, more than 10,000 of the educators, if we just consider top 100 exams and take 100 educators in each exam, it makes a sum of 10,000 plus educators who are having more than 50,000 followers on their social media profile. But if we just combine these educators and make 3,000 educational brands out of it, the revenue which they will be generating will be more than 1 crore annually for each brand. How do we partner? We partner with the educator in terms of a joint venture. We create a brand out of their social media profile, and then both the educator and we promote that brand, and in turn create revenue for both of us. So our first proof of concept. Exampur is our first proof of concept, what we have done in last 2 years. Today, Exampur has more than 5 million YouTube subscribers. We have done a revenue of 4.5 crores last year, and we'll be touching more than 30 crores this year. We have more than 1.5 million app installs till date, out of which we have 1 lakh daily active users as well. This was our journey. Vivek started this channel as his personal profile on YouTube on June 2018. The channel was renamed to Exampur in October 2018. And after that, the complete journey was taken ahead. And today it has more than 350 people, more than 100 educators teaching on the platform. And we have a revenue of 30 crores annually. These are our numbers in terms of how our YouTube growth have been after we have changed the name to Exampur. These are our app installs. Today, more than 1 lakh students studies daily on our app. These are our numbers. We'll be crossing 6 crores in this quarter, and we have done somewhere around 5.5 crores in the last quarter as well. So what is our mission like? Right now we are working towards creating 1,000+ examples from the profiles of Vivek, which we have done in last 2 years. So to achieve that, we have started 4 more brands. We have done 18 crore plus sales, which is majorly a part of Example. And we have 15 lakhs plus students. These are our major brands we are working upon. Example is obviously the biggest of them. And rest is online benches. We have started the monetizing online benches as well. We have generated a revenue of 15 lakh rupees in last year.
Time's up. Thank you so much, Exampur, for your pitch. GV Tam, you are now welcome to start your presentation. You have 5 minutes to do so.
Okay. Good evening to everyone. My name is Munish Chawla. I am the co-founder and chief happiness officer of a platform, Jivitam. Jivitam is a Sanskrit name for livelihood. We basically, Jivitam is a livelihood platform. We are a livelihood platform for blue, gray, free collar, you can call anything. We focus basically on the vulnerable segment. Vulnerable segment, we call them migrant workers, blue collar workers, construction workers, gig economy workers. This is a startup, which is a startup from the, it's not the youth. We are young, 50, I'm 50-year-old young. And I have a team with me, which is also on the same profile. Our purpose is basically, to become a preferred destination for the vulnerable segment, we have been talking about e-commerce platform which are on spending SAM. Jivitam aims to become the private destination for the earning. That's the way we look at it. Team, we all are bankers. Essentially, the common link in the slide, if you see, is all bankers. Sridhar Sheshadri was a country head for Google India. I was the business head for NRI for Citibank, and Vikas. We are the 3 co-founders of Jivitam. As I said, 50-year-old youngs. Then we have a very strong advisory board. Mr. Muralidharan is our chairman. We have Mr. Ravi Chervu, who was the architect behind Indian Railway. And Rajiv Prakash sold, his company to others. So these are our advisory board, which is there with us. We are, when we are basically all bankers, we are outsiders. And when we started this platform, Jivitam, 5 years back, we asked this question, basically why there is no platform for the vulnerable segment. We have Naukris, Monsters. There are hundreds of platforms for providing livelihood to the white collar, so-called white collar workers, but not for the blue collars one, not for the vulnerable segment. And we find out, there were essentially 3 attributes of this segment. One, they are not so educated. Most of them are uneducated, or 8 pass, 10 pass. Second, they do not have access to internet or smartphone. They are from an economically backward background. They do not have smartphone access. They do not have internet access. So third thing is they want to be spoken in their own native language. That's another aspect to it, that yes, they want to be spoken in their native language. So with these 3 background, we started this particular aspect that, we need to create a platform which will help this segment, with the segment which has these 3 attributes, which is, as I said, not so educated, not having access to internet, smartphone, or they do not how to use it, and thirdly, they want to be spoken in the same language. So we created a platform, which basically is like AI, and we use technology which is AI and voice-based technology to solve this problem. So when today you go to a Naukri platform or you go to a Monster platform, essentially someone fills a form online and he fills a form, and the end state is an Excel sheet. Here, the segment which is there, they just call our number, a given number, and the questions are asked to them, and using the AI and voice-based technology, the profile gets created. So the person who is only having a analog phone, who is not so educated, and who wants to be spoken in his language. Our platform works in 21 Indian languages, okay, across the country. So if you are looking for a candidate in somewhere in Tamil Nadu, you don't have to be spoken in English or Hindi. You have to be spoken in Tamil language. So this platform works in 21 languages. We have been building our platform in the last 5 years. We have now around 1.5 crore work seekers on our platform. We work with who's who of the country, and we have provided in this COVID crisis also, we have provided shortlisted millions of work opportunities for the work seekers. That's a way we have been there. Today, in today's context, when every saving lives and saving livelihood is the focus for everyone, we are focusing on saving livelihood. We are working with central government, we are working with state governments, we are working with philanthropy organizations, we are working with multilateral institutions, and we are trying to solve this problem of livelihood. I think that is one of the most important things. This problem is not unique to India. Livelihood problem is across the world. That's a way which is there. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for your pitch, Jivitam. We now have 30 seconds for jury deliberation. In the meantime, if Flita and Light Logics could get ready, please. I would also like to remind everyone to turn on their closed captions so that you can see the time alerts. Our second knockout pair is Flita versus Light Logics. Flita, you're welcome to start your presentation. You have 5 minutes to do so.
Thank you so much. Very warm good afternoon to one and all. I'm Rahul. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Flita. At Flita, we are transforming the mobility industry primarily for professionals who are moving from one city to other city or one country to other country by democratizing using technology and giving a seamless experience to professionals. So mobility doesn't become a barrier for them. Accessibility of talent, even with the concept of work from home, there is a lot of diversity created. And with this coming into picture, lot of organizations today, multinational corporations specifically, have very tough time managing the mobile talent. When it respect to if it's a relocation happening, you have moving companies on one side without standard pricing, no quality checks and no standard operating procedures. Largely for organizations, it's redundant to work with multiple partners. So you have different vendor partners working for different services, and there is no clear visibility in this industry from the time the World War II happened. So what Flita does today is to build a complete visibility, just an Uber-like process, which helps in database decision making. It has built automated processes so that an employee who is moving from one city to other city or one country to other countries can just download the mobile application and get the access to the services, which includes packing and moving, short stay, travel, immigration documentation, etc., just on a mobile application compared to what used to happen on a pen and paper. Lastly, the most important thing is there is no predictability. Whenever an individual is moving, you really don't know who is going to come and do your pack your goods, and there is no sustainability when it comes to the kind of relocation service providers we see in the industry right now. So the marketplace ecosystem, what we built together, uses data, machine learning, and IoT to bring real-time access to all the services required, and also keep a track from the start to end. Just like how you order a product on Amazon, you get a visibility and you can control it. Similarly is what Flita is doing today for Accenture, Infosys, TCS, and a few more Fortune 500 companies in India and world. What Flitter has done so far, we have saved about 40% of the time to employers, which is the organizations that we are working with. Close to say 60% productivity has gone up compared to what it was for mobile talent. With respect to transportation of goods as a part of the relocation life cycle, we had 100% timeline adherence with the SOPs and SLAs that organizations would like to work on. 98% of the goods are damage free, because one of the key things today is when an employee is moving, the goods have some emotional belonging to it. So with your loved ones giving it, or there is some sort of association. So if it goes, you just can't replace them with money. So what Flitter has done using IoT is to ensure a data-driven and predictability process is put in place, so you can actually control the mobility from start to end. Lastly, we are not a moving company. Again, we are a platform. So for a moving company who is working with us, it directly improves 3 to 5% of the business that they are doing from the current traditional scenario, and also reduces 80% of the business risk, which includes damage of the inventory, which includes the challenges that they could face due to the manpower and the laborers who are part of this packing and moving process. Also gives them the complete access to the supply chain control. So basically they can train using the mobile application if it's a regional level, localized mobile application for this blue collar job workers who is actually doing the packaging and transportation. This is a team. I worked with NASA prior to doing Flitter. I'm a mechanical engineer. Naveen is a CTO, is a serial entrepreneur, ex-Myalai, is an IIT Madras and UCSB grad. Amitabh Mazumdar is a former Armed Forces veteran from Indian Air Force with about 17 years of experience in logistics and Air Force operations. Karan is a product manager and Vikas is a lead engineer from good schools. This is our advisory board. Dr. Srikanth Sundarajan is a venture capitalist from Venture East and a couple of other VC funds earlier. Lakshmi Narayanan is our angel investor and former vice chairman of Cognizant. Gopi Lingala is a senior managing director at Microsoft. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your pitch, Flitter. Light Logics, you are now welcome to start your presentation. You have 5 minutes to do so.
Okay. A warm good afternoon to the young judges. My name is Ajit Kumar. I am working in the area of laser holography, a technology to truthfully record and recreate light fields. So I am presenting a technology which is having applications for aiming, especially in the defense sector. It is an aim sight. So these are all the highlights about the technology. This is a technology for the best aiming device of the world. And we got Lockheed Martin India Innovation Gold Medal due to this thing. And I'll go to the details of the market study and related things and the device. This is the picture of the Lockheed Martin Gold Medal Award. So what's an aim sight? So in order to aim a weapon, the weapon is to be in line with the target or the enemy. So traditionally we use a wedge and a stud to align the weapon in line with the target. But you can use laser sight, you can use telescopic sights, different sights, types of sights you can use. But all these sights are having tubular vision. That means if you want to go for more accuracy, you will have to look through a narrow tube. That means the soldier is alienated from the surroundings. And the efficiency of firing is also very less. So holographic sight is a sight in which holographic technology is applied. And you should be aware that whenever we talk about hologram, people think about the sticker, but it is just the tip of the iceberg. True holograms are totally different. It's a device, it's an optical structure that can truthfully record and recreate light fields. So I'm going into the details of the AIM site. In fact, I got a chance to work with the Indian Defense. In fact, the initial problem was given by the DRDO. I worked with the DRDO for 2 years, and one by one, we met all the military specifications. But in that process, the company, we recognized that we can move much forward. We can refine the technology much further. So I innovated further and developed the new generation holographic weapon sight element, for which we got the Lockheed Martin gold medal. Why holographic sight is the most sought after AIM sight? See, it is the sharpest sight of the world. Why? Because the target, the reticle, the crossfire is coming from a distance of about 100 meters, which is virtually, it's coming from a distance of 100 meters. That means the weapon has gained a virtual length of 100 meters. That the accuracy will be much, much more. Usually the weapon, the length is 1 meter or less than that. But you are gaining a virtual length of about 100 meters. So you can just shoot with great sharpness. So it is the fastest aim sight, because if you are using a laser sight and the target is at a distance of 100 meters or 300 meters, it is difficult to find the laser spot and it takes time. But here you are just looking through a window glass. It is just a glass and you have a virtual spot. You can just aim and shoot it. So it is the fastest weapon sight. And especially in close quarter battle, where we fight, our soldiers fight with the enemies face to face, whoever is locking on to the enemy first will be the winner. And you will have to track multiple moving enemies. So since there is no tubular vision, there is wide field of view or spectacle type view, you can track multiple moving enemies. So unlike traditional laser sights, this sight, holographic sight, doesn't throw any light to the target, and target won't recognize that it is targeted. So there is only one manufacturer. I'll be talking about the competition across the world. That's a US company called EOTech, but their specifications and our specifications are much different. So our sight is much improved. This is the details of the holographic AM sight developed by Light Logics. So our core competence is in technology development, but we make hardware also, holographic hardware also. That's our bread earning
Time's
vertical.
up.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Light Logics. We now have 30 seconds for jury evaluation. In the meantime, if Skillenza and Portia could get ready, please.
Thank you.
Thank you, Light Logics. Our third knockout pair is Skillenza versus Portia. Skillenza, you are welcome to start your presentation. You have 5 minutes to do so.
Thank you, Julia. Hi, everyone. Thank you for giving us a chance to present in such a nice event. So basically, what is Skillenza? So Skillenza is a skill acceleration platform where the data-driven approach is at the core. So basically what we do is we help individuals and professionals and students to discover what are the skill gaps they have by taking various tests and assessment. And based on how they perform, they get connected to the right set of jobs, internships, or courses and learning paths so that they can make themselves better. So before I move, I would like to talk about the problems we are solving. Since it's a two-sided marketplace, there are job seekers, students on one side, there are enterprises and startups on the other side. Both have their own set of problems. For example, when you talk to a company or a founder, they will mention that it's a very difficult proposition to hire talent. It's very costly, it's time consuming. When you talk to a job seeker or a student, they will say that job hunting process is also very stressful. It's biased. If we are not from a premium institute. A lot of these companies don't consider professionals and students to be part of their company. And also it's very difficult to acquire new skills as it has become very costly, right? So how do we solve it? So the way we solve it is it's a two-pronged method. First is that we have introduced a challenge-based hiring. So a job seeker has to solve a challenge in order to get connected to the company. So this helps the company to not go through the manual process of going through resumes, just focusing on the right skill. And also it removes bias from the hiring process. Second is, as we understand the skill gaps in an individual, we connect them to the industry experts where they go through live courses, recorded courses. They again go through a lot of assessment, and when they improve themselves, they again go back to the hiring pool or the talent pool in order to get connected to the companies. This is how it works. Like I mentioned, a user or a job seeker takes a test on a platform. If they do really well, they get connected to companies, they get through interviews, and they get a job. If not, they go through these training programs, they upskill themselves, and after that, again, they go through a final test, and if they've done well, they get connected to the company. How are we enabling it? We have a platform where we have codified skill assessment. It's all automatic, it's gamified, it's highly scalable, up to 1,000 plus users at one time. And also we have a community of 700,000 job seekers and professionals on our platform, which allows us to run these three revenue streams, right? First is helping companies to hire talent. Second is helping users to learn. And third is also helping companies to enhance skills of their current employees, right? These are three revenue streams that we are working on. This is the simple business model. Companies pay us fees to use the platform. As a subscription model, users pay us money to when they want to learn something as part of the paid course journey. Three big revenue lines and three big markets. Even if we consider a small percentage of the market, our revenue numbers would be at a quite good shape in the next 5-6 years, as EdTech and jobs and skilling has become a large play because of a lot of external factors and internal factors. These are the three educational initiatives we are launched. One is for a full boot camp for people who want to get ready for jobs. Another one is live courses of few hours, like 20 to 25 hours, where people get connected to mentors. The third one is one-on-one mentoring, where people go through mock interviews. How does it fit into the play? Very simple. When people go through the hiring funnel, when they take these tests, we understand where they are, and that's how we connect them to the right and relevant course and then get them back to the hiring pool. This is my team. We have experience of product, we have experience of recruitment industry, and my co-founders are from my college. We started the company 6 years back, and we have raised a couple of rounds of funding in those 6 years. This has been our growth. We are at 700K plus users on our platform. We did $500,000 of revenue last year with 85 customers, and our revenue has seen growth of almost 4x in the last 2 years. And we are aiming for a larger growth in the coming years. That'll be all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Skillenza, for your pitch. Portia, you are now welcome to start your presentation. You have 5 minutes to do so.
Hello everyone. So I'm Arun Chaube, co-founder of Portia. Portia is a fintech company based in Mumbai, focused on connecting people financially. At Portia, we are building a payment network connecting payment systems for seamless transfer of funds across border and bringing interoperability between payment systems. So payment system here, we mean to say wallets. This might be wallets, or banks, or money transfer operators, or prepaid payment instruments. So when you make a local payment, it is seamless. The process is seamless. The beneficiary receives it instantly. But the same cannot be said about cross-border payment. It takes time. There are a lot of complications involved. So what are the challenges that we are looking at? The foremost is correspondent banking, due to which multiple players are involved in this system, and due to which there are unpredictable fees. There are complexities in meeting compliance requirements for anti-money laundering and data protection purpose. These differ from country to country. And there is the dependence of reliance on domestic payment rails. Basically, at the end, the whole payment system flows through domestic payment rails. and there is no interoperability between systems. There is no gateway, unlike e-commerce, wherein you could tap into process $5 from people across the world, where the recipient is an individual instead of merchant. And for making a mass payout, you need to check the best transfer route. You need to look at various factors involved. What is the amount you are transferring? What is the foreign exchange restrictions over there? And is the recipient able to receive the money in that form or not? So we are building a payment network which will help us in creating a true interoperable global wallet system, and which will help merchants in expanding their acceptance infrastructure globally. If you're traveling to a country, you can pay as you are paying in your home country, which will be provided with effective insights for expenses and incomes, and you'll have multi-currency balance always at hand. So why is the right moment to build an interoperable platform right now? So from 1950s, we have come a long way in fintech landscape, and right now we have more than 1,000 payment systems, which include of various kinds, but less than 3% of it is connected. So interoperability will provide access and reach to any end user, regardless of the network their financial institution is connected to. So according to the 2019 McKinsey Global Payments, the total global cross-border payment flow for C2C market is of 0.5 trillion, and for C2B, which includes government, is of 1.5 trillion.
Have we lost him?
I think he is facing some technical difficulties, so we might have to come back.
Wait, I can try calling him as well.
Okay, so Portia had 2 minutes left. If they come back, we will allow them to continue presenting. However, for now, it's time for a brief 5-minute stopover for jury deliberation. And before we announce the winners for round 1 and proceed to round 2, we'll have a 5-minute break. So relax, get some water, and get ready for some challenging questions. So jury members, we will put you into a breakout room.
Jury members would be able to view a join breakout room option down at the bottom. It's blue in color.
Shoria, we don't see the option anymore.
One second. Okay. Arun?
Hello.
Hi, Arun. We realized that you were facing some technical issues and we waited for
Yeah.
you, but we had to continue. And right now, the jury members are having a conversation and just deliberating on which startups would go ahead.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm so sorry that it happened. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, no issues. Understand.
And honestly, if you had joined like 30 seconds before, we would have given you time. But we were just waiting for you continuously to join back.
Yeah, I was trying to use my phone for it, but I thought that उसके अंदर भी presentation
So
कैसे
sorry.
share करूँगा. So no issue. So everybody is waiting in, like other room, breakout room.
Yeah, should
Everyone
I
else?
assign you as well?
It's fine. अभी इधर पे wait करता हूँ.
Fine, you can have a conversation with them. I'm just inviting you.
Yeah, sure.
Gauri, I'm just assigning you as a host to just inform him.
Okay, sure. So he's in the breakout room?
Yeah. Can you assign 1 second? Join breakout. Hi, Arun. We are waiting for the judges to join back in.
Yeah, sure.
Right now, they still haven't.
So shall I share my screen? Else it prepared on me.
I mean, you can share your screen. That's not an issue. Actually, you can share your screen right now. It's fine. It's fine. We wait for the judges to join in, and then maybe you can then share your screen.
Shaurya, in the meanwhile, shall I make you the host?
Gauri, I am the host, no? No, not right now. Can you make me the host?
Yeah, I'll just make you the host.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Gauri, it would be great if you could pull up our presentation, because yeah, that would be better.
If everyone's back, I would like to invite Portia back on. We will give you the remaining 2 minutes that you had to present. So please share your screen and you're welcome to start your presentation.
Thank you so much, Julia. Just share the screen. Is it visible?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So there are a lot of existing alternatives and hack if you want to, make a cross-border payments. But unlike, there is only one global player, PayPal, who allows, you to make a payment cross-borderly. Okay. But it does not allow us to make payments from one wallet to other e-wallet or from one, like PayPal to prepaid payment instrument. So we'll be focusing on that for C2C market initially. So our business model, what value proposition we'll be providing is, being a user, you can send money anywhere in the world to any endpoint with a simple one-stop integration. We'll be monetizing with a flat margin on each transaction. Our customers will include individuals who use P2P transfers such as expats and travelers, and the service channels with which we will be delivering our services are web app, Android and iOS applications. And after that, we'll be looking into physical and virtual cards. The roadmap which we have planned is, we launched in September 2020 as we came up with the idea and we refined our whole concept of cross-border payments. And after that, we have done the market validation. We are right now exploring licenses and registered the Portia in Mumbai. And we are right now working on POC development with Alibaba Cloud, and we are in talks with eWallet in UAE for the first collaboration and launching the MVP. The financial, right now we are looking for pre-seed capital because right now we have bootstrap, and we'll be using 60% of our funds for product development and 40% for operations and administration, because being a fintech we will have to get licenses in countries. So for that, and keeping like pre-funding accounts on both ends. So our team is, I am Arun Chaube. So I'm a lifelong student. Basically, I started a few companies earlier, but it could not, it was not scalable, and so we had to shut it down. And Ankur Verma is a tech lead at DLT Labs.
Time's
He
up.
is handling. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Portia. Thank you for your pitch. We will now put the jury members back into a breakout room. We have a brief 5-minute break now. So once again, relax and go get some water and get ready for round 2.
Thanks, Julia. Take care.
Just making sure that everyone's back.
Yes, Surya, you should start.
Okay, before announcing the winners of round one, I would like to remind enterprises to please stay on the room. Please stay in the main room and please stay on the Zoom call, even if you did not win round one, because you will be given a chance to ask the first question to the winning teams in round two. And so with that, it is time to announce the winners of round one, knockouts, in our Delhi City finals. So congratulations to Exampor, Light Logics, and Skillenza. You will proceed to round two. And now it's time for round two. Exampor, it is your turn to take questions. In true sporting style, we give GV Tam a chance to throw a googly at Exampur, and you have 1 minute to answer. So GV Tam, if you are ready, you can turn on your video and ask Exampur a question.
Yeah, thanks. Good luck to Exampur. I think they deserve it. And the one question is, the quality parameters, in the present COVID crisis where, the students cannot come, how you are going to, manage the quality parameter, and also how you are going to be different from Byju's of the world. That's my question to you. Thank you.
So yeah, so right now what we do is we have a specific quality control team, which is checking on all the lectures delivered by our esteemed faculties during the live interactions with the sessions. And in terms of, if you think how we are going to differentiate with the Byju's of the world, I don't think so that we need to differentiate, because everyone is teaching right now. So we are making a mark in terms of how we are delivering our product, how we are actually giving live classes, which is something actually similar as to a classroom than a recorded session. So
Time's
like
up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Judges, you are now welcome to ask questions to Exampur. You have 4 minutes to do so.
I can go first.
Go for it.
Jocelyn, go ahead. You go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, Arjun, can you just quickly throw some light on the quality control that you are maintaining within the network of, what kind of content is put out there, and then are they really qualified? As to how much control do you have on that, and then what mechanisms do you have in place to ensure that you are uniting them? So, so is there something in place for you to maintain the quality?
Right. So first of all, the first check is there's a proper panel which lets a teacher or a content developer inside the system, okay, which checks the quality of the person who is coming into the system. After that, there is a proper quality control team which checks the main aim of that team is to check the content which is delivered in terms of notes, in terms of video lectures, whatever is being uploaded onto the application is first checked by them, and after that, once it is approved by them, then only it is getting uploaded onto the application. So there's a proper quality control team which is checking it.
Okay, got it. And then how many of such people do you have on the platform right now? I'm sorry, I missed that if you had presented it also.
So right now we have a set of 125 teachers and 50 content developers, which are being checked by 15 people at the back end, at the quality control team.
On the other side, how many users do you have, active users?
Right now we have daily active users, 1.1 lakh daily active users we have, somewhere around 100K.
Okay, and one live class would have on an average how many users?
On an average, it will have, the paid class will have, we have live sessions on YouTube as well, which have thousands of students, but our paid classes generally have somewhere around 1,000 students live at a time.
Students per class?
Yeah, per class.
And what's the, how are the classes priced?
So the average ticket size of our classes is for somewhere around $1,000 for 6 months. This is, we'll be teaching them daily for 6 months. So the average ticket size now has gone up as we have introduced higher ticket sizes, but till last month it was 1,000. Now it will be somewhere around 2,500 because we have just introduced courses worth rupees 10,000 as well.
Got it. One last question. Do you also track the outcomes? How do the students fare in the exams that they take?
Yeah. So in the course, we have our test series panel as well. Student takes up test series after learning before going for the exam. They regularly check their mock tests and everything. So we are able to check their performances as well.
Okay. Thanks.
One question which I had for Exampur team was on their product right now. They mentioned about the app installs about 1.5 million. Is that
Yeah.
the current active number, or is it a past number?
Sorry, this is the total number of installs. The daily active user stands at 1.1 lakh daily. This is the daily active
Got
user.
it. Got it. And in terms of the app development, do you have an in-house team, or do you outsource it to?
We have an in-house team. We have a proper CTO in place for that.
Okay.
Samir
Got
has the
it.
technical stuff. Yeah.
Got it. Abhishek, do you like to ask the next question?
No, actually, Jocelyn covered it. Thank you.
Got it.
Okay, time's up. Thank you, Exampor, and thank you for the questions, GVTAM and jury members. Next up, we have Light Logics. It's your turn to take questions. Flita, it's your turn to throw a bouncer at Light Logics, and you have 1 minute to answer. Flita, if you could turn your video on.
Yes.
Thank you.
So, I mean, to be honest, I really don't have a great question because the professor has done a decent amount of job. I would leave it to the jury members, in fact, to if there is any specific questions. That's not my subject matter expertise, so it'll be not good on my part to question any of those.
Okay, thank you.
Jury members, you're welcome to ask your questions to Light Logics.
I can go first.
Please.
If that's okay.
So,
Dr. Ajit, it was quite a interesting presentation. We had a lot of deliberation in the back room. What I would like to know is that you are utilizing this technology and IP for a weapon enhancement and scoping purpose. Is there other application for this IP or technology?
Yeah. Actually, there are 4 verticals you can see. One is the defense, homeland security and related things, and special task forces. But there is another thing for sports. See, if we are using holographic sites for an Olympics, our sports person will win in a much better manner because they will get more accuracy. Then I don't see it as a device or a technology to kill. It is a technology to save people, innocent people. So it has these 4 verticals.
Hi, can I just interject? I think Dr. Ajit did not, Doctor, about the applications of the holographic optical elements. I think they are asking about that.
Okay, holographic optical elements taken, generally it has got a world of applications. See, we developed something very special for the BRFST, Board of Fusion Research and Technology, that is imitating energy production in sun. See, there the molecules are fused together so that the energy production will be more efficient and there will be less waste. So I developed a technology, a holographic element, which is for a very specific monitoring mechanism. So that's already done. It has got lots and lots of micro-optical devices are there for holography related applications, data storage, data processing. But since it is a very vast subject, it has got lots of applications.
Can I ask another question about the monetization of it, Ajit? Like, how are you planning to monetize this? Where do you stand right now in terms of revenue? Is defense and selling it to the defense, wings across the world, is that going to take a lot of time, or have you figured out another market segment which probably you will be able to tackle first?
Yeah, we already sold hundreds of elements to the DRDO. Each element we developed was sold to the DRDO. But the moment you go for commercial army level or military level use, the scenario is totally different. There has to be professional agencies to market it because it's an established system. So, but we are planning to tie up with weapon manufacturers. So indirectly, India is going to buy about 1.5 lakhs of light machine guns. Already 75,000 is already delivered. So if we can tie up with the weapon manufacturers, we will be able to market in an indirect manner. And I got inquiries from Turkey, from Germany. But the main problem now what we face is the commercialization. That's the investment aspect of that. India alone need 1 million pieces. So two tenders were floated, but there was nobody competed in that.
Got it. Yeah. So that was my question also. Like, since there is a lot of, regulation around commercialization of this, have you thought about another application for this? Like you said, the technology, the core of it could be applied to various verticals. So what's your next plan or immediate to medium plan?
Yeah. Actually, this military grade holographic elements must meet about 90% diffraction efficiency. But in the course of production, you will be having 80% diffraction efficiency elements. So actually, we wanted to use it for hobby and sports. Hobby means bloodless hunting. There is a vertical for that. We are planning to go for preliminary level holographic element so that we can more than that. It's a wide market also. Military market is more specific, but there will be a wide market. We can sell it through the internet, online. This is what we are planning.
Time's up. Thank you, Light Logics, and thank you, jury members, for the questions. Next up, we have Skillenza. It is your turn to take questions. Portia, it's your turn to throw a Yorker at Skillenza. You have 1 minute to answer.
Thank you, Julia.
Subendu.
Hi, Arun.
Subendu, can you hear me? How are you?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm good. Tell me.
Yeah. So, how are you? Planning to scale Skillenza, because there are alternative platforms like HackerRank. They are also kind of providing for developers. So how are you planning to go global?
So like I mentioned, it's a two-sided marketplace. So you have to bring in both parties together. But what we have seen is the more job opportunities, the more internship opportunities we have on the platform. The user or the professional is driven to the platform, and they're more active on it, right? So what we are doing currently is, because of COVID, there is a lot of remote hiring happening, and global companies, be it US or Middle East or Japanese companies, are looking at Indian talent. So we are trying to bring in more international opportunities on our platform, so that our current user base is more active, more engaged, and also new users come to the platform.
Time's up. Thank you. Judges, you are now welcome to ask questions to Skillenza. You have 4 minutes to do so.
I'm going to let Ankit go. He's been sitting silent. Ankit, if you have, not from me.
Yeah. For the corporate clients which you're serving right now, out of the larger corporates like Microsoft, do you have your revenue concentrated in top 5, or is it more equally spread across some 10 to 15 corporate clients? Just explain a bit about the revenue part of your business.
Sure. So actually, some of our big customers do contribute to around 10% of the revenue base. So that will be almost 4 to 5 customers who do around 10%, and the rest 70 odd customers have the rest one, right? And our average ticket size is typically around 4 lakh plus, but the highest is 30 lakhs plus, which is Microsoft.
Got it. So you're just saying that the top 5 are contributing only 10%, and the rest of the 90% is being contributed by other clients.
Not 90%, around 70% is rest client. Top 5 clients are 30%.
Got it. Because generally in a B2B business, having a spread pool of corporate clients, that is very much essential for a B2B side of things, because there are risks of losing out a larger corporate client because of change in their mandates or their current work style. In terms of expansion, have you looked at foreign MNCs as well, basically other geographies like MENA, Middle East, or even North America at this point of time?
Yes, that's what we are doing now. So like I mentioned, we have Indian job seekers or professionals registered on a platform, and there's a good demand of these developers because of remote hiring, the impact of the COVID, right? So now global companies, be it enterprises or startups, are happy to do remote hiring, set up teams globally. And that's where we are working with few startups based out of Bali and a couple of Japanese companies who are trying to build Indian teams or actually taking talent from India to their respective countries. These things will speed up obviously once COVID comes to normal. But given that, the remote hiring has already started. People have built teams in India.
Got it. Just I got to know in the back room that you are also in the raising a Series B round right now. So where are you progressing towards that? Is it closed or is it still under discussion with the different venture capital firms?
We're actually raising a Series A. Yes, we're working on that. It's still under the way. I would be happy to chat with you or anybody else who's interested.
Sure. Thanks. Over to you, Abhishek.
I'm good, thank you. Am I audible?
Yes,
Abhishek.
Yeah.
Subindu, all I'm saying is I've got all the data from the deck, so I'm good.
Sure, thank you, Abhishek.
Your presentation was precise and accurate with data, so I good with that. Thank you.
Thank you.
If there aren't any more questions, we can move on. Jocelyn and Ankit, any other questions?
No questions from my side.
Okay, great. So thank you, Skilenza, and thank you for the
Julia.
question. Yep, thank you. It is now time for a 5-minute stopover for jury deliberation. Please stay tuned and we'll come back and announce the winner of the Delhi City Finals. So jury members, we'll put you into breakout rooms again. So now that we're all back, before we announce the winners, we would like to ask the judges to make any final comments or give any feedback for any of the enterprises or just the competition in general. Ankit, would you like to start?
In terms of the groups, all three groups, they were fairly competitive. We found it a bit difficult in choosing in between a couple of companies. So probably it was more on the technology side where we pushed for some companies which were innovative in their own sense, and though some companies had traction, but we left them out of the final. So over to other judges probably to add more on that context.
Yeah, I mean, I concur with that thought. It was quite a debate in the back room to pick one in each round. Wasn't too easy. That said, I think all of us are looking at some good companies, some good founders, and I wish good luck and lots of success to everyone. The outcome is not related to how you will do with your venture. I do believe that you will you are at various stages in your journey, and with every day you will make gradual progress. So wishing you luck for the coming days.
Yeah, I don't have anything to say to top what Ankita and Abhishek said. So thanks for having us, and then good luck to all the entrepreneurs here.
Thank you so much, jury members. We would also like to announce that Ankit Harjai is the Delhi coach for the India National Finals, which is taking place on the 24th of November. The city coach will help you prepare the best presentation for the national finals, and we will make sure to connect you with the coach over email. And please set up a time to take advice for your presentations once we have connected you. Now, without further ado, the time has come. It's time to announce the winner of Entrepreneurship Sports Generation 2020 Delhi City Finals. And the winner is Light Logics and Skillenza. Congratulations. I would also like to announce that with the recommendation of the jury, because round 2 was a very tough fight, the jury has decided to give Exampur a special consideration as a special entry into the national final wildcard pool for the India National Finals. Once all the city finals are completed, the ESG team will get back to you with whether or not you will be participating on the 22nd. It was truly our pleasure to engage with such a diverse group of startups and gain exposure to such fascinating stories and solutions. At ESG, we would like to acknowledge the effort and time each entrepreneur has dedicated to be here with us. We would like to heartily thank the judges, participants, organizers, and partners for joining us and supporting ESG as a groundbreaking project. We are immensely excited and hope you join us for the next levels of our competition. Thank you once again for your time. Congratulations, startups. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you, Julia.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.